out there, how's it going? My name is Vince. I'm starting a YouTube channel based on my business, Try Vegan. So basically, Try Vegan started as a food truck that you can see here. On my way to See Here Now Music Festival in Asbury. That's a music festival. Jack Johnson and Incubus are going to be there this weekend. So it's not really my type of music, but I'm happy to be there and not working a 9 to 5 or even worse, a retail prison like I was. So it's also a clothing line. I just want to give you guys a preview of what it's like to have a food truck event. So here's day one. This is what the truck looks like. I built the truck myself, me and a few friends. Friends did electricity and the plumbing, the sink that's back there. Put in household cabinets. My friend's dad works at a 55 and over community, and every time they renovate, they get new cabinets. So I was lucky enough to outfit 2 of my trucks with cabinets from a 55 and over community. Household refrigerator, boxes of stuff, ready to go. I just pulled up, and typically I'm waiting for people to tell me where to go. Right now I don't have anyone telling me where to go, so I'm just kind of hanging out. There's the stage. There's my truck. And I wait. I guess a good question to answer would be, how did I get here? How did I go from working a job where I'm working 3 p.m. to 9 a.m. every day, including every weekend and every holiday, except for Tuesdays, which is my day off, into living this life where I'm bringing a food truck that I created to a music festival, which is quite literally a dream come true, especially because it's a vegan truck promoting a message of healthy living and how to help the environment, how to save all the animals, and how to save people's health, which, you know, they don't even realize, or they just may not realize, or they just might not want to because, you know, not changing is comfortable. So basically it really started with me learning how to meditate. And once I learned how to meditate, I was able to think clearly. And once I was able to think clearly, I was able to realize what things I needed in my life and what things I didn't need in my life. One thing I certainly didn't need in my life was smoking cigarettes. And that's a painful realization when you're addicted to a habit. Then when you break the habit, things start happening for you. You know, it was like 3 months later, I had the idea for Try Vegan. 3 months later, I quit my job. 3 months after that, the food truck existed, or I had my first event at a music festival. And then a year later, I saw myself, you know, being the best me I could possibly be at that time, and constantly getting better. So it really started with, you know, becoming the best self for me, and then you realize this realization came to me in the middle of the night that I should start a vegan food truck, meal delivery service, clothing line, blah, 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 blah. You know, pretty much exactly what it is today. And me being me, I wanted to get there immediately. But you can't get there immediately. You have to work, and it takes time. So here I am 3 years later with everything I just described, and it's only the beginning. And the fact that I was the first one on the scene as far as a vegan food truck goes, I was able to apply to the biggest music festivals there are. And within 6 months of starting... Sorry, I dropped the phone there. So within 6 months of starting this food truck, I found myself at Governor's Ball Music Festival because I applied to it, and I was the only show in town, and I was able to get in. So I knew nothing about the industry, I knew nothing about food service, I knew nothing about anything. So we're out there serving Governor's Ball, you know, with a line like 25, 30 deep, and I'm not even taking names on orders. So it's just chaos, you know, we're hollering falafel wrap out the window, and there are 8 people that ordered a falafel wrap, you know, not knowing what the order is. So I'm a big advocate of do what you can, with what you have, where you are right now. Because the people who think, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I just have to get this thing, I just have to do that, it never happens. Or it happens much slower. By the time it happens, someone else has already perfected it. So the best thing to do is just get out there, you know, find some friends that'll help you build a food truck from scrap pieces of cabinets and whatever you got, and get out there and you can do exactly what you wanted to do, what you were meant to do. Here I am at the local Sam's Club, where I guess maybe 10 years ago I was that guy, simple car pusher, and people used to tell me, you're not like the other car pushers. And I guess I'm finding out why now. Let's get some almond milk. Here we are, morning of load-in, right by the main stage. Here's the row we're gonna be in, and then we have the food trucks. Doggy.
What's up, man?
So in food trucking, you can hit a lot of snags. One of them is your panini press. It says error on it. They're both working right now, but we'll see. Got probably at least 500-600 people to serve today and tomorrow. Having panini presses that are down are not going to be a good thing. But here we are, loading in. Here we are having more problems with the presses today. The plates, which can be found right here. See that? See how it's burnt? So that melted, so I'm having trouble with that. But that's all part for the course with Try Vegan. You know, expect the unexpected, and now it's popping. I have no idea why the fuck it would be. Ow. Popping, but it is. And we got one on the truck. So then there were two. Here we go. Try Vegan. See here now. Setting up. That's it. There's the sign I was telling you about. Did you know knowledge is power? Music starting. Alright guys, so it's time to wax the truck to make it look nice and pretty. These are the mac and cheese guys. They're setting up as well. The truck, you can see it has some kind of like, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but you can see the words. I'm going to kind of already tell the difference, maybe not on the video. You got that side nice and shiny. I can't see anything, you're all washed out, but so there are a certain number of, I guess I'll call them hurdles that you need to cross before food trucking at a music festival like this. The first one is getting into the festival, you know, applying and doing all that stuff. The next one is your payment for it. So for this event in particular, I had to shell out $3,500. This one, so it was a lot of money I had to shell out at first. And then from there, it's the health department. And for me, the health department's kind of easy because we don't have any meat or milk or anything. We don't have any type of fire either, so I don't need a fire permit. So that's kind of why I set up the business the way I did, set the model up that way. So we just passed the final hurdle. Now we're waiting on doors to open, people to get here, some staff to get here, and we'll be food trucking at See Here Now Festival. Hey guys, so it is probably like 2:30 right now. The gates opened at 12:30. I just took the garbage out back. So it was me and Juan, and I forgot what music festivals were like because it was two people, and we had a line. Kind of like that, which isn't huge, but for two people, one person on the window, one person on the truck, it's a lot of work. So I was stressed out, I was slammed, and just trying to get food out as quick as possible. And now we have my brother and Missy on the truck. And the machine is moving. There it is. That's what the table looks like. We have a full table. There's the
What it
line.
looks like when the boss isn't helping.
Yeah, this is